Hey. How are you doing? Welcome back to Kingdom Builders Business University. We are KBBU behind the scenes. That's right. My name is Michelle Green, and I am the founder of the company. And what I do is I help entrepreneurs to do business the right way and not to have to do business by themselves. That's right. We normally come on at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, but we are running a little bit behind schedule, but nevertheless, we have made it on in. That's right. We couldn't go another Wednesday without coming on live and letting you hear from us about entrepreneurship. So if you are a business owner or you know somebody who is a business owner, go ahead and get them right now. Tell them to tune in to the KB.MichelleGreen YouTube channel and podcast so that they can find out what we're going to be discussing tonight. They can get some answers to their financial problems. Listen, what are we talking about tonight? We are talking about mastering the financial side of business as a business owner. So many of us tend to we tend to dismiss our finances. First of all, most of us don't know anything as it relates to our money, as it relates to our finances, other than the fact that we need to make more money. Am I right? Oh, am I right? Okay. So when it comes to a business owner, when it comes to us as people who decide that we want to go in business for ourselves, we originate that idea off of a product or service. We originate this creative mindset and we're excited, we're happy. But after we've been around for a little while, and especially after we realize that we have to pay money in order to be a business owner, and sometimes it can be a lot of money to be a business owner, then we kind of taper off a little bit and kind of get discouraged, or sometimes we just stop doing anything at all and forget all about the vision that we originally had or that God gave us originally so that we would be able to do this. All these wonderful things to take care of our family, to take care of ourselves, to be able to do all these things in the community with the problems that we see. Because as business owners, we are the solution to the problem. So if you are thinking about being a business owner, or if you already are, and you have the woe is me mindset about finances just because being a business owner, you didn't realize the kind of impact that it takes, then you need to make sure that you are locked in to this video, this message tonight. Okay, so what is one of the major problems for us as entrepreneurs and being a business owner? What are the most major things that we have around mastering our financial portfolio as a business owner? Or do we even know what a portfolio is? Let's just start right there. What is a portfolio? What is it that we need to have in place in order for us to really have our finances in alignment? Well, guess what? At Kingdom Builders Business University, we have a business budget. That's right, a business budget. And that business budget helps us to organize our finances. It helps us to put in perspective. Number one, what is the kind of money that you're bringing in? What are you bringing into the table? As we become entrepreneurs, I see this all too many times because out of the 300 plus, 350 plus students that we have graduated at KBBU, what I see all the time is whether they have just come to KBBU or whether they have been at KBBU for a couple of years, or if they have left KBBU, what we see all the time is that no matter what stage that they are in, we tend to see that people don't have any direction or understanding on how to consistently bring in that income. So, what is the amount of money that you're making, first of all? How can you become a consistent business owner of making a living off of the money that you have? How can you do that? How can you do that is by first looking at why did you even go in business in the first place? Okay? Why did you go in business in the first place? When I say that we are talking about the fact that business owners need to really focus on their services so that they can receive a profit. When I say that, we are talking about business owners really having the opportunity to not just look at a little something, something about their finances, but every aspect of their finances. How many times when we look at making our money, do we get distracted by having so many different sources of income coming in through different platforms? What are the different platforms that I'm talking about? I'm talking about, do you have Zelle? Do you have Cash App? Do you have Venmo? Do you have all of these different avenues in which you're getting paid in the first place? And as a business owner, that is definitely not something you want to do. You don't want to be the kind of entrepreneur that has different types of platforms in which you are getting paid through and not have all of those platforms end up in the same place. In tonight's class, that's right, we have a class that is going on right now, but it was only for a select few. In Kingdom Builders Business University, we normally have three different certifications. That's the associate certification, that's the bachelor certification, and the VIP master certification. But right now, we have a particular financial dominion masterclass that we have selected, handpicked, selected few people to come to this class. And in this class, we are discussing these finances and how we got money going all over the place. So, as an entrepreneur, one of the things that you can really do in order for you to get a handle on mastering your financial side of your business is not to have so many different platforms in which you are receiving money from. When you are a business owner, you need to have like a straight faucet coming through, like a straight way, a opportunity for you to have everything placed in the same spot at the same time. So that when it comes time for you to figure out, well, how much money did I actually make? How much money did I actually receive? Did I get money from this person? Did I get money from that client? Did I get money from over here, from over there? We need to really begin to pull all the funds together in one place so that we are able to understand how much money are we making throughout the year. Then once we figure out how much money we're making throughout the year, then we can begin to look at the other part of our finances, and those are our expenses. Now, this is another area in which I see with the same group of people where whether or not they're coming in KBBU for the first time, they've been with us for a few years, or they have already graduated all of the courses. Listen, we still see people every day not know how many expenses they have. So there are two ways for you to figure this out. Two ways are, number one, that you got to figure out how much money you got and is it going to the same place? Do you have a business bank account? If you don't have a business bank account, then why are you in business? Because I need to understand why you are commingling your personal funds with your business funds, because that is not true business ownership. You need a business bank account. And how do you get a business bank account? You get a a bank account by coming into KBBU so we can help you to set it up properly before you go and put legal paperwork together that is not going to position you for grant funding, for business credibility, for business loans, all of the above. So we want to make sure that we have the right setup before we even get to the bank. And guess what? At KBBU, we do all of that for you. We help you to set up the business. We help you to manage the business. We help you to operate the business. We help you to market and sell to clientele in your business. We help you with all the legal ramifications as well as all of the other good fun stuff. That's right. We talk about it all. So you got to make sure you have the money flow and you know how much money you're actually making. The second part of the business is that you got to know your expenses. You can't be walking around here talking about, I'm a business owner and I don't know what my expenses are. You can't just be walking around talking about being a business owner is hard because, I got all of these things I got to pay for every single 30 days. And if I don't pay for them, they get turned off. And if they get turned off, then I can't really do what I need to do. And then you have to not just look at the expenses, but look at if the expenses are right for you. That's right. Are the expenses that you are paying out for your business to operate, Is it something that you actually need? Is it? Is it something that you actually need? Is it something that you just wanted at the time? Did somebody send you an email and you thought it was a good idea, but then you never really even utilized the product or service that they gave you? So, what is the situation with our money? In order for us to have better money moves and to master our finances in business, we got to make sure that we know those two things. We got to know how much money we got coming in, we got to know how much money we got going out, and we got to know how to really position ourselves on our taxes. That's right. In our business mastermind class, in our financial dominion masters class, what we are discussing is all things business. But tonight we were discussing the taxes. So many of us, when it comes to taxes, we don't really understand how taxes work in the first place. But the main focal point of taxes is the fact that it is a process of giving and receiving. When I say giving and receiving, most people don't understand that when you talk about taxes, man, people want to run because they don't want to owe any taxes. They don't want to pay any taxes. They don't want to give away money because they're trying to make money, right? But as it relates to the taxes, if you learn how to play the tax game, you can learn how to be a business owner that is always winning in their company. And if you want to learn more about that, then guess what? Go to www.kbbullc.com and get signed up to one of our classes. Now, we have the associate certification class that is a private one-on-one strategy session that you can join at any point in time. And guess what? Right now, it's only $1,000 for the class. Right now, you can sign up for $160 as a deposit and $160 per month. That's right. Now, if you don't want to do that, then you can wait until next year. We are starting up our bachelor certification, which is going to be a weekly class where you are going to get some in-depth understanding about business. I'm talking about all things business. Anything that you can think of that you might be dealing with as a business owner is going to be in the bachelor certification class. And that will start next year in February. Then we have our master's class, the VIP, which stands for very important people. Master's class. That's right. And our master's class will be starting up next year also, 2026. But you can go ahead and pre-register for both the bachelor certification and the master's certification right now with only a down payment of $160. And we are going to be covering all things communication. We're going to be discussing location. We're going to be discussing operations. We are going to be discussing money. What kind of money should you be making? Should it be digital? Should it be at the bank? Should it be on a cash app? We're going to be talking about all things and how to multiply your money in the VIP Masters class. Then we're going to be talking about business influence. What does your name and what does your face look like out there in the public? What do you look like as a entrepreneur? How are you influencing people to come into your business, to work for your company, as well as to be a client? And to provide for your company. We talk about all of these things in the VIP Masters class. So you need to get certified. You need to get certified at Kingdom Builders Business University. That's right. So go ahead to the website now and get signed up. Give us a call at 855-522-8552 or send us an email at info@kbbullc.com. Either way, just make sure that you get in the room because we got to master these financial problems. We got to get this money on lock. Okay? We got to get this money on lockdown. Because too many of us are wasting our time, spinning our wheels with no type of guidance, with no type of understanding, no mentorship. What, like with somebody who that just got in business themselves and we trying to listen to them? Okay, that's not how we do things. Okay, we need to make sure we have someone that we are listening to that knows how to do things, that have had their own experience, and that are running and operating a business right now themselves. They are in the trenches with you, not outside of the trenches, and never had the experience other than through what they read in a book. Okay, that's the kind of information that you're going to get here at KBBU. So, what are you waiting for? I need to see you're going to the website, www.kbbulllc.com. That's right. Get locked in right now tonight while you can with these rates. And listen, I hope that you learned something. Go ahead and click below of what you learned tonight at KBBU. Go ahead and click below what it is that you took from this message tonight. We want to know that what you're learning. We want to know that it's something that you are growing in. We want to know, and make sure that you are subscribed to wherever we are. KB.MichelleGreen everywhere. LinkedIn, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Threads, all of it. TikTok, we are there. And make sure you are subscribed to our YouTube channel at KB.MichelleGreen as well. So thank you for listening tonight, and we will see you all next Wednesday at 9:30 sharp. Thank you again for watching, and take care. Bye bye.